Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by today. What you see before you are some of the journals for the Women's Domestic Violence Shelter, and they are all finished. I am so happy to finally have them done. It has taken me about a year to complete them, but I decided not to put a time limit on myself or create any pressure because I already have enough going on, as most of you know. So nobody knew that I was making them anyway. I mean, I've made them for them one other time, but I didn't tell them that I was going to make more. I plan on, keeping them supplied with them, but I hadn't said anything to them yet about that. So um, let's see. The first thing I wanted to show you before we get into the journals is, remember the video I did with the magicals? Well, when I cleaned the tray where I was using the paint, I used some deli paper, and I was able to make some tags out of that. So I'll show those to you in a minute. Well, this is one that I didn't end up using. It was the second paper that I got the rest of the paint out of the tray, so it's not as dark as this one, but it's just another variation. And then I wanted to show you, I made bead dangles for all the journals. And I had a few that I didn't use, so I just thought, while I had you here, I would show you the ones that I had made. The peacock one is going to be for my peacock journal. So there's that. Let me pause. Okay, sorry about that. My apartment complex calling. Time to recertify. Anyway, I showed you the dangles. So let's just go ahead. And I only pulled out like some of my favorite ones to put out here. And I'm only going to show you probably like just a couple of them. This is one of my favorite ones. I love these beads and the cover. So we've got this card. These are cards that I purchased, and they're in each one of them. I made a pocket out of wallpaper and a die cut. And this is a printable from Tsunami Rose. I will link all of the people below too that I have included in here. This is just a little tuck spot that I made. This is a tag from Tsunami Rose. And this is a little note that I put in the journals this time. And I'll just read it real quick. It says, "These journals are created with love and inspiration from one survivor to another. My hope is to provide a place for your thoughts, favorite scriptures, quotes, whatever helps and inspires you. You can put pictures in them, cutouts from magazines, whatever creative outlet you wish to use them for. I include some scriptures, not to push my faith on you, but because my faith is what got me through some really tough times in my life. So I hope they might help in some kind of way to lift you up. This journal not only has items made by my hands, but also items made and donated by my crafty friends all over the world. I'm part of a craft community on YouTube. My channel is Creative Moments with Durinda, if you ever want to see the process of how these journals come together. It is my absolute pleasure to make them for you. Take care and God bless, Durinda." I just thought it would be nice to include a little note to let them know, kind of what the journals are for, because not everybody knows what you're supposed to do with these. And also to let them know about, other people contributing to them as well. This is a digital made by Misty. I believe her channel is Mac Jewelry and More, but like I said, I will link everyone below. And a lot of these things you guys have already seen, so I'll just go through them quickly. But this is a tag that I made that you haven't seen. I used some pieces from Donna Little. This is a little, actually it's an earring that I bought from Cheryl Wilm when she was selling the paparazzi jewelry. And they're kids' earrings, but I had bought them for this purpose, to decorate the junk journals. This is an image that I had got on Facebook and saved. It says, "On the darkest days when I feel inadequate, unloved, and unworthy, I remember whose daughter I am, and I straighten my crown." I just love that. It's one of my favorites. And I just backed that with some of this, oh, it's like a thicker kind of cheesecloth that's been dyed, or else that's just the color it is. I'm not sure. It's kind of between a cheesecloth and a muslin. And then you can just journal on the back. And that's just a little bag that I decorated. Just put a sticker on it there. This is a page from a children's Bible. This is paper from Amy, Darkwood Sanctuary, aka Hag's Hollow. This is a pocket that I made. This is actually a tag that I purchased from Donna Little, and I ran out of the index cards that I made. I'll show you in another one. And so some of them got the tag from Donna Little. This is one of the hearts from Janet Nash. It says Believe on it. And this is a pocket just made out of, it's backed with wallpaper, and then it's got a music page from a, it's not a hymnal, but like, you know what I mean, like with Christian music in it. And then this is just a metal piece that I, put some eyelash trim behind and, decorated it. Some vellum paper. And this is a little, these come from Diane Shaw, who is Shaw Craft One, and I just decorated it and put some paper in it to make a little tablet. And then it's got just a little tuck spot there that it goes in. And those are all different in each journal. And here's one of the beaded dangles. I put 3 different tabs on that are made out of the pretty fabrics or trims I got from Sophia, who's Dust Berries. And of course, a lot of the, well, all of the covers and a lot of the trims come from Sophia. And then there's the center part where I've got this dangle. I love that stone. And then I made a flip up with the CD envelopes, and then inside it's just a square piece that has paper on it. I decided not to decorate it anymore because the paper was pretty enough on its own. Some have these bird cards and some have flower cards. And then they have a little cluster that I made on a tag. It says Be Fearless, and they can write on the back or not. It just depends on what they want to do. It says, when God's warriors go down on their knees, the battle's not over. It has just begun, and it's a girl with a sword. I love these images that are like powerful women, because that's my whole thing, is that I want to empower these women. And this is, I curled the paper clip, and then their file folders. Each one has like a different scripture on it. These are from Tsunami Rose. And then inside I just put some of Amy's paper. Each one has a different one. This little tuck spot I made using a doily from Donna Little. It's got a journal card. And then these postcards are also from Tsunami Rose. And I just mounted them on Amy's colored index cards and sewed around them. This is one of those tags that I made. This one does not have the paper on it that I made because I didn't have enough. This is deli paper that Amy had dyed. And here's a scripture, another Tsunami Rose scripture, and then this is a playing card. And these are from Donna Little. I made those last night. I decided I needed another tag in here. And there's another tag from Tsunami Rose. I also sewed around that one. And then here's the other side of the bag. This is also from Tsunami Rose. It says, the fruit of righteousness is a tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise. And that's from Proverbs. Some glittery paper. A book page. And then the stamp that I had made, it says Created Just For You by Durinda. And then these are the cards that I made with the magicals. And then I used the gelatos there and covered the library pocket with some of Sophia's fabric and trim. And then here's your back of the cover, and there's the back of the journal. So let me see, one other one. I wanted to show one that has, yeah, this one has some of the homemade paper in it. I love this cover too. Here's the beads that are on it. I'll just go through this one real quick. I just really kind of wanted to get to the things that you haven't seen. All of these are different too in each one. These are different in each one. This one's got colored paper in it, some ledger paper. I wanted to kind of do them, I think, like this so that they would stay, because they kind of fall through them a little bit. Here's the one that I made with the paper. This is one of the second sheets, so it's not as dark. And that's the tag for this one. Those are all different too. The image is the same and the background is the same, but the way I decorated the top of them, they're all different. That one's got the bird card. Here's one of the index cards that I made. And I think Saved by Grace is the shop that makes those little fabric scripture tags there. I'll look that up to make sure. But I had ordered those from her. And then here's another one of Janet Nash. Oh, this is a butterfly. I ran out of hearts, and she had sent some butterflies too. It says Be Yourself. They don't fit as well, but it does. Some of the pockets were a little bit bigger, so where I didn't have hearts, I put the butterflies in the bigger pockets. I think the rest is all the same. I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that was different. Okay, let me show you one of those tags that's a little bit darker. If I can find one. No, that's the other kind. Here's the beads on this one. The other ones I already have in the box. Probably don't want to see all the bead dangles anyway. They're just different styles. I love these beads. They got the flowers on them. And then there's the here we go. This one's a little bit darker. I just thought those came out kind of cool. Let's see, does it have a flower card in here? I had to put a butterfly on there because when I went to stamp it, it didn't stamp good. And then I finally figured out to stamp them on paper and glue the paper on. I know that. I'm not new to stamping. I don't know why I didn't do that to begin with. I had to make a mistake and have to fix it to get a clue. I was just trying to see. See, this one's a little bit different too. I used the purple half doily on there, and not all of them have the butterflies because I didn't have them all out. I thought I did, and then I thought I had used them all, and then I found another one that I didn't use, but that's all right. Well, where is that pocket? It's like when you're trying to hurry and find something, you can't find it, right? And also earlier I'd filmed this and my camera was glitching. I tried to film a different video yesterday and it was glitchy, so I just deleted it. So I restarted my computer, but I'm still like worried it's gonna start glitching now that I'm almost done, because that's what it did before. I got about halfway through and then it started doing some weird glitching stuff. I suppose I should just take the time to go through page by page, and then that way maybe I will find it, right? There it is. Yes, this is what the wildflowers card looks like. And then they have different flowers on the back. So there's the birds and the flowers. So that's the journals, you guys. Here's another bead dangle that I really like. And then here's a purple one. they're all different, of course. I rarely make anything exactly the same. But anyway, I didn't think you guys wanted to see all 15 of them, so especially when a lot of them are very similar. So I just pulled out a few, but all 15 are finished and they're getting boxed up and they will be going to the ladies soon. So thank you for following me on this journey. I had a lot of fun making these. It's always a real pleasure for me to do them. But working on 15 journals at one time, I would not advise it. It's very time consuming and a lot of repetition. And I think what I'm going to do next is pull out my Edith Holden book and make some ephemera and actually, work on building up some ephemera and then start my journals that I want to do, like the gardening and the summer type things. I'm ready to move on to something new, but I want to take a break and just work on ephemera in between starting new journals. So should be some videos coming with those, so be on the lookout for that. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I hope you enjoyed seeing the journals, and I will see you next time. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.